What's up, guys? Welcome to today's vlog. Just got to the game store, and Abby's gonna be taking my car in to get it serviced and everything. We gotta get like oil change and all that kind of stuff. So she's gonna be in with me a little bit later today. She's also gonna be going to Office Depot to get some more little signs and stuff printed out for the store here. I need a more proper sign for the plushes because I was using little tags on the outside of the wire thing, and they just keep falling off, and most of them are gone. So got to get one of those. I also need to get something that says that we offer disc resurfacing to customers and everything. And then we have a few things that I have the tags up at the counter here for, like the VHS, the DVDs, the plushes, the $1 toys. So we're going to get all those put onto a sheet of paper and then laminated instead of just having little loose things like this. So she's going to be doing that for me, which is awesome. And I've just been working on like restocking the glass cases here with more like filler titles. Like with the N64, especially when I sell one and I pull it out, there's like a very noticeable gap. So I just fill it up with other stuff that I have in the back. I still have this big tub here, kind of hard to see, but all that stuff there, this is all just doubles and everything. So at this point, we have like 3 or 4 copies of Tony Hawk 1 in the case. I only had 1 to start, but as we've sold stuff, I have filled them back up. So yeah, looks like some of the VHS are a little messed up here, so I'm just gonna like make it look nice basically. So we open in, I think, probably like 15 minutes or so, and my Facebook campaign that I started, I did a promoted post for the business. I think last time I looked, it had reached like 800 people or something, and like 6 people had actually clicked on the link, which that's like pretty standard for what you should expect. If you get that many people, that percentage of people are actually going to click on it, but that's pretty good. It's not bad. So yeah, hopefully we get a lot of business today, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, guys, it is now 3:11, and we've hit our goal for the day so far. Abby's doing some stuff. And yeah, I just put out this Menacer cartridge and gun with the receiver and everything. I had to buy the receiver off of eBay. Luckily, it was like $7 with free shipping. This thing goes up here. So that's pretty cool. Had a guy come in, buy a few Genesis games today. A guy just was here. He bought Pokemon Red and a Game Boy Color. But yeah, so doing pretty good. A little slower today with sales, but I've been able to kind of like restock the shelves a bit with backstock and everything, so there really isn't any empty spaces, which is good. Still looks very full, and just moved a couple of the N64 games around to kind of fill it back up. I want to let you guys know that if you are interested in possibly selling anything, or if anyone's thinking about selling their collection, I am in the market once again. I kind of stopped buying stuff for a while there because I was just kind of trying to save the money that I had for the store. But now that we've been selling a bunch of stuff, not only is money coming in, but also the shelves they're not empty, but they are emptying out basically of, you know, certain titles mainly. But I have some money to spend now, and I would like to start to restock on certain things. I know that there was a couple people who contacted me to try and sell either a portion of their collection or their entire collection, and I had to turn them away because, like I said, I was saving basically every penny that I had for things for the store, aside from inventory. So now that I can afford to again, I would like to, you know, just let you guys know that I am buying it again. So if you have anything that you want to sell, just let me know. I would prefer to buy large collections over like single games if I can, although if anyone has any of the standard popular type stuff, Mario, Zelda, Pokemon, Donkey Kong, stuff like that, those are the games that I need for NES, Super Nintendo, 64, and GameCube mainly. So if you guys have anything that you're looking to get rid of, just let me know. If you want to like trade it into the store for store credit, we could do that as well, although obviously this is a store and this is a business, and I can't give like full retail value on trades, but I try to keep my prices pretty fair, so if there's anything you guys are looking for that you want to trade for, we could do that as well. So just putting it out there and just letting you guys know that I am buying again. So like I said, if you have anything you want to get rid of, just get in contact with me. There are links in the description down below to my Instagram and Facebook pages, both for myself and for the store. And contacting me through those is probably the best way to get a hold of me. And the Double Jump Instagram right now is probably the #1 best way. Aside from that, probably Facebook. So look forward to hearing from you guys, and hopefully we can make some cool deals. A couple people just left. A guy I went to high school with just came in with his son, and he bought Final Fantasy Tactics for PS1 and Cars for the PS2 for his son. That was pretty cool. A couple other guys were in. They were like hardcore biker guys. They rode in on their motorcycles, and they were covered in tattoos and leather jackets and stuff. And they were freaking out about the arcade machines, and they played a bunch of Lethal Enforcers, and the guy was asking if I would be interested in like laser tag, like old school laser tag helmets and stuff. And I sent him to Nick's store, Showroom Collectibles, because that's more his type of stuff. He said he also had like some old school Tyco, like racetrack car type stuff, which that stuff's cool, and I'm sure it has some value, but as far as the toys go for my store, I'm mostly looking for action figure type stuff, maybe board games and stuff like that. So I sent them to Nick, and they're going to go over there this weekend. And we had a guy come in, Abby had left to get my car fixed, and then when she came back, she told me that she had stopped at the closest GameStop to here and talked to the manager over there, and the manager there told Abby that she thought it was awesome that we were opening up a store, and it was cool that it was so close, because she had been sending people from GameStop to Retro Game Trader, which is way out in Beaverton, which is where I bought the Outback Joey from. And obviously nobody wants to drive that far, so now she's going to be sending people here instead. And probably 10 or 15 minutes after Abby got back here, a guy came in and said GameStop sent him, and he bought 2 Genesis games. So that was really, really cool. It's cool to know that that the GameStop that's right there is going to be sending people over here, because GameStop, while they do take some retro games, they don't take everything. And if anyone has like a rare game, GameStop dropped their trade-in prices on that stuff to like a penny to avoid buying counterfeits, basically, because it's not worth anyone's time to make a bootleg and sell it for a penny. So I'm sure that if somebody brought in like a Flintstones Dinosaur Peak to GameStop, that lady would probably send them over here, which would be awesome. And the fact that they sent someone over like 15 minutes after Abby had talked to her, that's really cool, because I kind of thought, well, that's cool and everything, but it's not going to happen that often. And then 15 minutes later, it happened. So I kind of had to eat my words on that one, but I thought that was really, really awesome. Sales are way slower today than what they have been, but that's perfectly fine, because we have already hit my goal. So we're good. Everything's cool. It's a really nice day out, and it's been a little slow, but I would say it's been very steady. The store has been empty a lot, but there have been times where there's 3 or 4 people in here at once. Like just now, the 2 biker guys were in here, and then my friend and his son were here, so that was, 4 people right there. So I got another stack of games out of the back here that I'm going to be putting into the spreadsheet so I can get them out. And I've been posting a ton of photos on Instagram and Facebook on the store's pages, because anytime somebody trades something in, I take a photo of it and post it as new stock. And it's really been helping the Instagram grow, because that's how you gain followers, is by constantly posting photos. So before, I was doing maybe 1 or 2 photos like every 2 to 5 days. But now I'm posting 5, 6, 7 photos every single day, and the page has been growing rapidly, which is awesome. So I'm just going to continue working on this stuff, and hope you guys are having a great day. I'm having a lot of fun here. Abby's parents stopped in, and she went with them to go get some pho at the place that's like in the next little complex over. So she's going to be back very soon, and we're just going to continue working, and we got another 4.5 hours until we close. Hopefully we get a lot more customers today. Alright guys, I am home now. It is 10:30 p.m., so I really need to end this vlog here. My friend Cassidy stopped in, who was in. I lived with him in Florida, so he's been in really, really old videos. If any of you guys have been watching that long, but he stopped in and he hung out for many hours, which was really cool. He said he has tomorrow off as well, and he might stop back in again to hang out some more. I never get to see him. He actually works with Abby at the casino, but he is a single-person department, and he works just as many hours as I do at the game store. So he doesn't have a lot of free time, and I never see him. So that was very cool that he was able to stop in and hang out for a bit. We did really well in sales today once again, but it was our lowest day so far, which I'm definitely not complaining because, you know, it was still really, really good. So I might have to increase my goal. 300 a day basically is what I need to make to just cover the bills. So there'd be no extra money in that if I get 300 a day. But that's the goal every day, to make sure that bills are taken care of. But if I raise that goal to 500, then that takes care of bills, plus gives a little wiggle room for maybe buying more inventory, or maybe paying myself a little bit, or whatever else I got to do. So it doesn't really matter what my goal is, because I can't really increase the sales just on a whim unless I'm going to maybe post something for sale online, which that may happen from time to time, but I really like making those in-store sales. And for anyone that's watching, or anyone who likes or comments on my photos on Instagram or on Facebook, I'm more than happy to ship things. But when someone comes into the store, I want them to have the best experience possible. And if I have that one game they've been looking for, that's really cool to be able to provide that for someone. And then I get to talk to that person, and I get to tell them about how I got started and maybe my collection, and they tell me about their stuff, and it's really cool. And so if I just started posting everything online, then I don't think my store would be very enjoyable for people to come into, because they would just see maybe the same stuff every time, or people who have large collections, they're looking for higher end stuff or very specific types of games or whatever they're looking for. And if I just put all that stuff on eBay, then I wouldn't be able to provide that for those types of customers. And that's something that I really enjoy doing at the store. So that's why I don't just post everything online, because I like to have stuff in stock physically at the store. But yeah, for anyone who is wanting to buy something over, like they want to pay with PayPal and get it shipped, that's perfectly fine. I don't want you guys to feel like I'm asking you to not try to buy stuff. It's perfectly fine. I'm just saying I like to have it both ways. I don't want to just only sell online, and if I did, I wouldn't have opened the store in the first place, I'd make way more money if I posted the store's inventory completely on eBay and Amazon. I'd probably make close to double what I'm making at the store. But you can't beat the experience of owning a store and talking with all the local people and building these relationships and these connections. And every single person that comes into the store leaves happy, and that's what I want to happen. I want people, when they leave, I want them to think, that was the coolest game store I've ever been to. I can't wait to come back. And if that person ever decides that they want to sell their collection, or maybe they just want to pare it down or whatever, I want them to think of me first, and I want them to bring that stuff into my store, because they know that not only will I give them good trade-in value, but I'm going to be honest with them. I'm not going to lie to them. I'm not going to try to take advantage of them. So very cool. One more thing. I did get one more trade-in towards the end of the night. This guy who has been in before, he brought in 4 Pokemon Heart Gold cardboard boxes. And there was no cardboard inserts, no Pokewalkers, no games, just the boxes. But they are official boxes. They're not display boxes or anything. They're the real ones. He also brought in a copy of GoldenEye, Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 on the Game Boy Color, and a Metroid manual for NES, a Super Nintendo System manual, and some other filler title stuff, like a Madden for 64, and some Japanese DS game, and just stuff like that. So he ended up just picking up a Wavebird controller with no receiver, just like an untested one that I had in the back for $10, and then he has another like 26 in credit, I think, that he just left on his account. So that was the final trade-in of the day, and I think the two, it's kind of funny, but the two last sales of the day that I made were both Nintendo AV cables, just randomly happened to be the same thing. The only two that I've sold so far since we've been open, like separate from a system, and it was just 2 in a row. I thought that was kind of interesting, but very fun day. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to smack the like button, leave a comment down below, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.